Island survivors are usually based on the islanders' votes and their opinions and stuff. I do see that this is a creative way to make this survival show interesting, but I honestly don't like how the voting system works. In episode 1, I totally agree with how the voting was done because they get to voice out their opinions, but since some of them were scared of who was going to raise their hands, it's a new way of voting even though it's a bit biased, and the first person to go would have been the one at the advantage. But the show proceeded to continue with voting, and some of the applicants were being biased. This is the reason why Cian stayed in I-Land for so long. It was because he didn't have much talent, but he was one of the best Hyungs. Anyways, back to what I was saying. They proceeded to do voting. When they did the fire performance, most of them judged by how they've been training together, not by the final product. In my honest opinion, Nicholas, Sunu, and Taeyong shouldn't have been eliminated. They did really well. Their facial expressions improved so much, especially Sunu's. This show continued with the voting system, and it slowly got more and more biased since some of them got closer. When they announced that global votes can count, I honestly didn't think it was fair. For example, the most popular ones like Jake, Hanbin, Sunu etc. got most of the votes since they were globally popular, and it wasn't fair for the ones who had talent but didn't get much screen time. Don't even say I'm a fake fan, because what I say is reasonable. I want to mention that Jake is the cutest and he's improving every episode, but compared to the other trainees I'm concerned that he might get eliminated for the final 7. I hope he doesn't though. To conclude, if they have another survival show, which I hope they do, I want them to do voting, but not making it literally the whole concept of the show, and how voting can decide their fates. LOL. To add about the editing, maybe we can't judge them by what we see, such as Nikki. The show edits him to look like a bad person, when he isn't. I'm sure they just leave in the parts where he was frustrated, and it makes people easily misunderstand. Okay, let me start off with, I can't even say I didn't see this coming. BigHitI just give us a 12 to 13 member group for God's sake. Like for real. The plot twist wasn't necessary, man. We already have BTS. They are a 7-member group. And we have Text, which is a 5-member group. We don't have a group that has more than 7 people. Plus, eliminating like more than freaking half of the applicants isn't going to give you more money. LMAO. If people's biases got eliminated, does BigHitI think they're gonna get more profit? Since Nicholas got eliminated and I want to try to choose a new bias, it's hard for me to choose one. Okay, anyways. Still mad BigHitI made it 7 instead of 12 and pulled a really unnecessary 180 that we did not ask for. Okay, but like, why does everyone hate KLMAO? Some people are honestly being annoying because they want to make some little detail a huge problem. The trainees are having a hard time as it is. Why are you making it harder for them? Literally try to look in K's perspective. If I were K, I would have also been confused why the grounders were top 2 and the islanders were at the bottom. I'm not saying Daniel and Sunu isn't talented. I'm just looking at this in K's perspective. Since Heesung is one of the best applicants in the show, like I said, if I were K, I would have also been confused. Can you guys literally stop being dramatic and annoying over little things? Plus, we don't know who else reacted this way. We can't just say it's only K that was surprised because of the editing. Don't assume things when you don't even know what's going on behind the cameras or what scenes weren't put in. Stop it. It's annoying. Respect them. Okay, I'm sorry but I don't remember which episode, but I think it was 6. Some of the judges legit recommended to remove GeoNU from I-Land. When I heard that I was like, LMAO, are you kidding me? The dude who literally carried the vocals so much his back hurts. Okay, like, I know he isn't very charming, but his voice is what in the heck. He's one of the best singers who has stable and strong vocal, and the judges removed him because of his charm and facial expressions? Like, I get it, but you can literally fix facial expressions. It does take time, but it takes less time than vocal. When I read that line about him being eliminated, I was furious, LMAO, like furious. Rainopper said he was needed, like yes you go Rainopper, but the judge who recommended GeoNU didn't listen, LOL. I honestly agree with Rainopper on how he said that GeoNU was needed. GeoNU should have never been eliminated. I do not mean to offend anyone when I say any of this, but I'm going to be brutally honest. How did the judges eliminate GeoNU but bring Kyungmin up? Before you say things like because he's cute, you're missing out. The judges literally judged by performance and what they presented, LMAO. They moved him up because of his hand gesture. I honestly don't like how they look at that but brush off vocal. Kyungmin did do well during the fire performance, and I do see so much improvement, but his dancing still seemed a bit stiff. I don't understand how they can bring Kyungmin up but take GeoNU down. The other grounders did seem to do well too, but I do see how Kyungmin stood out during the performance because he presented the judges with so much improvement. It's just that I think improvement counts, but how are they judging this? Please also don't attack me on this one, okay? I'm still happy that Kyungmin got to experience I-Land.
시간이 멈출래 이 순간이 지나면 없었던 내 잃을까 널 잃을까 겁나 Butterfly like a butterfly 마치 butterfly but butterfly처럼